Imagine you are walking down a busy high street in England, grabbing a cup of coffee. Right beneath your feet, 25 feet underground, lies a secret chamber covered in medieval carvings, a chamber that exists in zero historical records, zero maps, and zero town archives. England is full of such dark, mind-bending secrets. Today, we are opening 10 unsolved case files of places built thousands of years before anyone wrote down a single word of history. Number 1. Silbury Hill, Wiltshire. Standing 39 meters high, Silbury Hill is the largest man-made prehistoric mound in Europe, comparable in scale to the pyramids of Giza. According to research led by Dr. Jim Leary for Historic England, it took 4 million man-hours and 239,000 cubic meters of chalk and soil to construct around 2400 BC. Ancient engineers built it using a geometric grid cell system, a technique matching modern dam engineering. Naturally, experts assumed it was a king's tomb. Tunnels were dug into its core in 1776 by the Duke of Northumberland, in 1849 by John Meredith Davies, and again in 1968 by Professor Richard Atkinson. The result? 0 burials, 0 gold, 0 bodies. 5,000 years later, Europe's biggest prehistoric monument remains a total, unexplained enigma. Number 2, West Kennet Long Barrow, Wiltshire. Built around 3650 BC, West Kennet Long Barrow is a massive 100-meter-long stone tomb. Between 1955 and 1956, archaeologist Professor Stuart Piggott and R.J.C. Atkinson excavated the chamber and found remains of 50 individuals. But here's the bizarre twist. Almost all skeletons were missing their skulls and thigh bones, femurs. The Neolithic people didn't just bury their dead. Years later, they would unseal the tomb, extract the skulls of their ancestors, and carry them around as sacred talismans. Around 2000 BC, the tomb was packed with rubble and 3 massive 20-ton sarsen stones were placed at the entrance, sealing it for nearly 4,000 years. Number 3, Royston Cave, Hertfordshire. In August 1742, a workman named Thomas Porter was setting up a post in the market town of Royston. His spade struck a heavy millstone. Lifting it revealed a 30-foot drop into a bell-shaped chalk cave completely covered in carvings of St. George, King David, and Knights Templar symbols. The staggering reality? There was no record of this cave in any town document or abbey archive. It was deliberately sealed and erased from history. Because the cave lacked any ventilation shafts, antiquarians believe users burned odorless oil lamps or conducted rituals in pitch darkness. To this day, nobody knows if it was a secret Templar sanctuary or an outlawed heretical shrine. Number 4, Wayland Smithy, Oxfordshire. Tucked along the ancient Ridgeway track is Wayland Smithy, a burial mound dating back to 3590 BC. In 1962, archaeologist Professor Richard Atkinson and Stuart Piggott excavated the site and uncovered a horrific crime scene. The crushed bones of 14 people, 11 men, 2 women, and 1 child, packed together. Forensic analysis showed arrow entry wounds and trauma, pointing to one of the earliest recorded massacres in British history. Later, Saxon settlers connected the mound to Wayland, the legendary Norse blacksmith god, claiming if you left a lame horse and a silver coin overnight, the invisible god would shoe your horse by morning. Number 5, Halliggye Fogou, Cornwall. Hidden deep in Cornwall lies an underground stone tunnel system known as Halliggye Fogou. Built around 500 BC during the Iron Age, these dry stone passages narrowed down into pitch darkness. In the 1980s, archaeologist Ian Cook conducted extensive mapping of Cornish Fogus. What were they for? Cold storage? Hiding from raiders? Or initiation rituals? Acoustic testing inside the chambers revealed specific sound resonance frequencies. If a priest sang at a specific pitch, the sound waves would vibrate through the human skull, inducing altered states of consciousness. It wasn't a bunker. It was a mind-altering underground temple. Number 6, Seahenge, Norfolk. In January 1998, a severe storm stripped away the sand on a Norfolk beach at Holme next to sea, exposing 54 wooden oak posts surrounding an upside-down tree root. Tree ring dating performed by Dr. Jennifer Hillam at the University of Sheffield gave an exact, jaw-dropping date. The trees were felled in the spring of 2049 BC. 3D tool mark analysis proved that 51 different bronze axes were used, meaning a minimum of 51 people built this circle in a single day. The inverted tree root at the center is believed to be a sky burial altar, where dead bodies were placed for vultures to consume before the tides washed the site away. Number 7. Grime's Graves, Norfolk. From a drone view, a field in Norfolk looks like a lunar crater field. This is Grime's Graves, a site containing at least 433 massive mining shafts dug around 2600 BC. Neolithic humans dug 13 meters deep through solid chalk using nothing but antlers of red deer as pickaxes. Why go down 13 meters when flint was available on the surface? Because they knew deep underground flint was unweathered and glass sharp for making weapons. In 1939, archaeologist A.L. Armstrong excavated Shaft 15 and found a chalk carving of a pregnant woman sitting before a shrine of antlers, a fertility altar left behind to ask the earth gods to regenerate the mined flint. Number 8. Flag Fund, Cambridgeshire. In 1982, renowned British archaeologist Dr. Francis Pryor was inspecting a drainage dike near Peterborough when his foot tripped over a piece of timber. That accident led to the discovery of Flag Fund, a massive Bronze Age wooden causeway built 3,500 years ago, requiring over 100,000 wooden posts spanning across a kilometer of marshland. But it wasn't just a walkway. At the bottom of the water, Dr. Pryor found hundreds of bronze swords, daggers, and jewelry. Crucially, these weapons were deliberately snapped or bent before being thrown in. They were killing the weapons as ritual offerings to the water spirits. Today, this prehistoric engineering miracle is slowly rotting away as climate change dries out the Cambridge fens. Number 9. The Cerne boss giant, Dorset. In Dorset, carved directly into the white chalk hillside, is a 55-meter-tall naked giant holding a massive club. For centuries, people debated if it was ancient or a prank. In 2021, archaeologist Dr. Martin Papworth from a National Trust used optically stimulated luminescence, OSL, dating on the soil. The shocker? The giant was carved between AD 700 and 1100, during the Anglo-Saxon period. Researchers from the University of Oxford, like Dr. Helen Giddoes, suggested it was originally a representation of the mythical hero Hercules used as a military muster point. But here's a conspiracy. Cerne Abbey sat right at the foot of this hill for centuries, yet the monks never mentioned a giant naked figure staring down at them in any of their meticulous ledgers. Was it covered up, or was it a secret symbol? Number 10. The Devil's Arrow, North Yorkshire. Our first case takes us to Boroughbridge in North Yorkshire. Just off a quiet field, 3 giant monoliths stand tall. The largest one, standing at 6.85 meters, is even taller than any standing stone at Stonehenge. In the 16th century, the famous English antiquary Sir John Leland visited this site and noted there were originally 4 stones. But in 1694, the 4th stone was brutally broken up to build the nearby Boroughbridge Bridge over the River Ure. What makes this terrifyingly weird is that the rock-type millstone grit does not exist in this area. It was dragged 15 kilometers away from Plumpton Rocks, without wheels, without iron tools, and without animals, around 2000 BC. Who moved these 30-ton giants, and why? Science still has no answer.